Hey, look, it's the only consistent thing on my channel, the Movie Marquee. Friends, hello. Welcome back to Amethyst Craftworks. I'm Samantha. And yes, indeed, the Movie Marquee seems to be the only thing that I can kind of keep consistent here on my channel lately. Sorry about that. But hello, how are you? I hope you are doing good today. We have got a kind of jam-packed Movie Marquee update today. I've got the end of my May project, my May work on my project. That's probably a better way to put it. And I've also got a draw to make, which I am very excited to do. I always get excited when it's my turn to pick movies and everything, because mostly I get to gush about something that I really love. And so, without further ado, because I know I'm going to do a whole lot of babbling here, let's just get into the update and start with the end of May. Now, I know you guys have seen my blanket here, which is upside down, but you guys have seen her quite a bit, but I have completed the rows up here at the top for May. I got it all done. I even have all the ends woven in as well. There's one still left here, and that's so I know where to start in June. But that's neither here nor there. The rest of the ends are all woven in. We are complete with the Movie Marquee section for May. I happen to think it turned out pretty cool. I love these herringbone stitches. That's what I did. I did rows of half double herringbone and then double crochet herringbone. Like half double, double, half double, double, all the way up to the top in the colors of the movie that Bella picked for May, which was She's the Man. Fun color set. Bella made a good point that it was sort of more primary colors in May than it has been. Although Five Nights at Freddy's was also kind of primary, but there's a lot of neon and so on. The other months have really read pretty neon. And so having this stripe up here makes it sort of fun, and that's the way that I was envisioning this blanket. Each section being its own color scheme, each section being its own stitch, being unique and different every single month, right? So the project is coming along, and we are almost there to add the sixth, oh boy, sixth is hard to say, the sixth section, oh man, what a tongue twister, anyway, the section number 6, there we go, to the blanket here. We are ready for June because May is complete. And I don't really have anything else to say here other than I am stupid excited to pick a movie. And so let's do that. I've shown you May. Let's move on to June. Now while I move things around here so I can get to my yarn bowl, which has my movie picks in it. In case you are somehow unfamiliar with the Movie Marquee, then hi, hello, and welcome. Way to jump right in here. Every month, Bella from Bella's Crochet Gifts, Heather the Crochet Witch, or me, one of us is picking a movie, and everybody is basing a project on that movie's poster, right? Pulling colors and inspiration from that movie in that month to inspire whatever it is that you wanted to inspire. I myself, of course, am working on one full blanket where each section is a month's worth of work. But Bella and Heather are both doing blankets, and, check out their channels. They're always linked down below. Check them out if you haven't seen their Movie Marquee stuff. But June is my pick. So I'm going to take out the cake of yarn, from the yarn bowl of my dreams here with my movie picks on some graph paper in here. Let's give it a good shake. Reach in, mix them up. And I think this one. Let's, so I don't lose the yarn cake, right? I've got my movie pick here. Now I'm going to show it up to you first. And then I will, of course, have a fit and so on and so forth. But here we go. I'm trying not to look. Ready? Pray for me that this is not upside down. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Is it upside down? Can you be? Oh, okay. So we have got Insidious, The Red Door. Now, I did tell you that all of my movie picks for this year were movies that came out last year in 2023. This one did indeed, come out in 2023. I love the Insidious movies, and kind of more specifically, I love Patrick Wilson, who is in the Insidious movies, and I do believe he directed The Red Door, even. I also really love the Conjuring movies, because he's in them, and you get me, right? So, let's put the poster up over there. I'll put, Insidious, The Red Door, the poster over there, so you can see the color palette, the limited color palette that we are working with. I have tried in the past and in the current this year to pick movies that had posters that were very colorful, where, you weren't sort of given an extra challenge. This is already a challenge using like a predetermined color palette out of a movie poster, right? I didn't want to make it even harder than it was already to begin with. However, I thought it might be fun to throw a wrench in there anyway and use one that has a super limited color palette. Although with some exceptions, there's color in there if you look hard enough. And so yeah, let me grab the Movie Marquee project bag, take out May's colors, and then fill it with June. Okay, hold on. Let me go do that one sec here. All right, and we're back. I have got the Movie Marquee Challenge project bag here with me, and I just raided my stash. I will admit to you guys, I have got one really big box of floppy skeins, 2 or 3 plastic totes full of scrap yarns and like smaller balls and things, and I tried my best to pull out of my scrap yarn. For example, I've got one scrap ball here. I did try, but I had 2 colors in full skeins that I purchased, haven't used yet, that I think would work perfectly for this month. So, poster back up over there. We are working with a lot of teal, a lot of turquoise, and a lot of red. So, first color first. This is burgundy. I think it's either burgundy or wine from Big Twist Value. Scrap ball, so that's going in. It's also rolling on my desk. I've got a white, which is, this one I think is Hirschner's Worsted 8. I think this is what I have left of the ball that I used last month, I'm pretty sure. So this is going in. The last 2 colors that are scraps. This one, I can see it right now. This always reads so blue. It is very much not blue. It's like a green, like a teal color. But it looks super blue on camera, and what can you do? So this is Sapphire, I think, from Big Twist Value as well. The name always perplexes me because sapphires are blue, not teal blue. But I've got a little bit left, so this is going in. I also have I think this is Big Twist as well. I think this is Deep Red from Big Twist. Or it's Cherry from Red Heart. One or the other. I think it's Big Twist though. It feels like Big Twist. So we've got that color. And then the last two that I am adding are the full skeins. This one is Hirschner's. Now this looks quite perplexing on camera. This is one of the Worsted 8 Neon Lights collection yarns from Hirschner's. The color of this one is Sassy Scarlet. It looks so orange on camera. I am really surprised because it is very much an orange red, but it's decidedly red and not orange. It's a bright red. Like when you think of a neon sign red, that's what this looks like to me. I thought it was kind of fitting to put in the color palette for the red door. It also sort of made, it's like a snowman of red yarn, right? But it kind of made like a nice sort of ombre gradient sort of color palette with the reds, because the red is indeed so prominent in the movie and in the poster, right? So we've got Sassy Scarlet, which I think I kind of bought as like a one-off in Hirschner's. I don't think I even hauled it. It definitely wasn't in my original Neon Lights Hirschner's Worsted 8 haul. So, surprise, surprise, we have Sassy Scarlet. And then the very last color is a Red Heart Super Saver. This is the color name, Real Teal. And now this one, this is, maybe my camera just sucks when it comes to like teals and stuff, because this is also not reading quite right. These, in real life, Sapphire, the scrap ball, is much more blue than Real Teal. But this looks blue and this looks green, and they are both very much teal. Like different shades of teal. I'm not sure what's going on there with my camera, but you may have to just trust my judgment here. But I did purchase Real Teal because I knew that Insidious the Red Door was coming eventually in the Movie Marquee, and that this teal shade features pretty prominently, and I knew that I only had but a scrap of the Big Twist value closest color. So I thought you might as well get another new skein. And it just so happens that they're different enough that I can justify adding both of them in my color palette, right? So these are the colors. I always try to hold them up and it never quite works. How I want it to. Hold on. There we go. So that's my color palette. And you know what? I actually really quite like these colors together. There's a lot of contrast. And it also, I don't know if this is going to make sense to you guys, but these colors together, this combination of like the gradient red, the two shades of teal, and then the white, this looks like a purposeful color palette, if you get what I mean. Like the other months for the other movies and things like that, they are color palettes in their own way, but they kind of look higgledy-piggledy, right? Like kind of randomly smushed together, which to be fair is kind of my thing, right? Like the very first month down here, January, this is for sure a color story, but it doesn't look like a purposeful color palette. Do you get what I mean? Same with really all of them, except for, was this April? This was Dazed and Confused, right? So that was April. This looks like a purposeful color scheme, and it was. And all of these reds and the teal and stuff, these look like a purposeful color scheme to me as well. Like someone actually thought out and said, I think these two colors are going to look good together. Let's use different hues of the same color in a color palette, right? It looks purposeful. It looks like I meant to do that, right? And that's kind of also what I'm going for. I think the higgledy-piggledy, scrappy blanket look is fun, but I also like a good purposeful color palette, and so, you know, get them both in there. Why not, right? So yay! That is my Movie Marquee Challenge update for the end of May and the beginning of June. The new pick for a new month and all of that good stuff. What do you guys think? Do you like the movie? Do you like Patrick Wilson as much as I do? Because trust and believe, your girl loves her some Patrick Wilson. And yeah, I still haven't decided on what kind of stitch I'm gonna do. Where's my book? Here's my book. I haven't picked a stitch out of here yet. I still have the ones from April and May marked in here. I'm gonna have to go through. I'm thinking though a V-stitch-ish pattern for for June maybe. I'm feeling like a V-stitch, and you know, most of the stitches that I have done recently have been sort of dense, so I thought maybe a nice airy, light, gappy stitch might be fun to work into, because, you know, why not, right? So when I pick a proper stitch out of here, I will show that to you in the next update. I will show you what I have worked on in the next update. We'll go over all of that, and yeah, thank you so much for watching here. Thank you for leaving me a like and subscribing today as well if you haven't already. And until I've got said update for you, I will just catch you next time. Take care. Goodbye.